What's up, Cinemaniacs? I just got back from seeing the movie Spectre. And who am I? My name is Shane Moore. You can find me over at the CineBros on Facebook.com/the CineBros, or you can also check us out on the Movie House Maniacs, which is YouTube.com/the Movie House Maniacs. You can easily just go over there and click the little logo that we have there, and that'll take you right to the page, and it'll allow you to subscribe. Okay, so both my buddy C. Giggles, aka Sir Chadwick, aka The Chad, and my father-in-law, they didn't see this together. They don't really run in the same circles. They both saw Spectre before I did, and The Chad fell asleep during the movie. Yes, he fell asleep. And my father-in-law, the Big G, thought that Spectre was the third best installment out of the 4 Daniel Craig 007 movies. So to say I had low expectations going in is pretty much an understatement. But the good thing was that I heard that the opening sequence, the opening action scene was amazing. So I had a little high hopes that I was going to get into this, be all amped up, and that would carry me throughout the film. Unfortunately, I felt that that opening sequence was very underwhelming and that it felt almost very predictable and boring because I didn't really know why James Bond was really doing this other than to blow stuff up. And then right after that opening sequence, we go into one of the worst James Bond songs ever produced. People in the theater were actually laughing when Sam Smith hit his whiny high notes. And I can understand why people were laughing because the song almost sounded like it was a parody that SNL was doing. Now, the song itself was actually a good song, but the way that he sang the song, it just didn't do the Bond series justice. And people laughed at it, and so did I. Yes, I found a lot wrong with this movie. Like Ralph Fiennes, who plays M, he's just this grumpy old man who just pisses and moans about everything that James Bond does. And it's getting old so fast. I am tired of seeing him in a James Bond movie. My father-in-law posted a little review that I posted on the CineBros page on Facebook, and it said that he wants Judi Dench to come back so bad, and I could not agree with him more. I think Daniel Craig is just over being Bond. Maybe he's just tired and needs a break, but his chemistry with almost everyone was just bad. The Bond girl, who is Lea Seydoux, I believe her name is, her character was plain. Christoph Waltz as the Bond villain was pretty good up until the end when I just wanted to like smack him with a newspaper. I found the ending of this movie for his character left a terrible taste in my mouth. For 90% of the time that he was in the movie where he put out a good performance, that last 2 minutes left such a sour taste in my mouth. That's all I'm going to remember him for in this movie. But Daniel Craig's chemistry with all of these characters was horrible, except the one exception here was Q. His back and forth with Q I found engaging, and I found that it was the most believable relationship out of everything in this whole movie, which was refreshing. I was glad to get that from them because I really enjoyed Q. I like the guy who plays Q. I wish I could come up with his name off the top of my head right now, but I really enjoyed the back and forth between Q and Bond. Dave Bautista as the hired thug, or whatever you want to call him, even though he barely spoke, he was a part of my favorite scene in this movie. My favorite scene in this movie was there is this long, extended train scene. James Bond and Dave Bautista's character go at it. It is a knockdown, drag-out fight on a train, and these guys are going at it. And it was by far the most redeemable scene in this whole movie. Even though I'm ripping this movie to shreds, I was kept mildly entertained, but Spectre might be my least favorite Daniel Craig 007 movie. And it might not even be in my top 5 spy movies for the year. I mean, right off the top of my head, I can think of Spy, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Mission Impossible 5, and Kingsman. Those movies right now are far superior to Spectre. And why? Because I am going to give Spectre a 5 out of 10. I mean, Daniel Craig has come out and had some very interesting comments, rather slitting his wrist than playing Bond again, to, oh, maybe I'll come back. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I just need a little time off. Whatever happens, I just hope that the story that they come out with for the next movie does not drag out like this one. All the previous movies that I named, Spy, Kingsman, MI5, Man from U.N.C.L.E., when the movie slows down a little and it gets more dialogue heavy, the dialogue actually meant something. It helped the story flow along. You felt like you needed to pay attention. Spectre just felt like they were talking to talk sometimes. It just felt like listening to Charlie Brown's teacher. And that is why I could totally understand why Chad fell asleep. If you are sleepy at all going into this movie, during those slower scenes, you are going to fall asleep. Be careful when driving motor vehicle or operating heavy machinery machinery. Drowsiness may occur. Spectre, it has all the same side effects as NyQuil. Have you guys seen Spectre? What did you guys think? The big question I have is kind of a two-parter here. Who is your favorite James Bond of all time? And what is your favorite Bond movie? For me, I'm old. As most old people, I'm going with Sean Connery. And my movie is Goldfinger. But let me know what yours is in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Do it. Do it. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I hope you guys have a fun time at the movies soon.
If you watch the show on YouTube, please click that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.